Welcome! In this video, we'll be using balancing method to solve more tricky linear equations, where students tend to make the most mistakes. In order to solve this equation, you need to first recognize that this is a linear equation and balancing method can be used to solve it. Assumed sign on 8 is positive, so do the opposite operation and subtract 8 from both sides of the equation to give minus 5n on the left and 15 take away 8 is 7 on the right side of the equation. This is same as saying minus 5 times n equal to 7. So we do the opposite and divide by minus 5 on both sides of the equation. Minus 5 cancels out, which then gives n on the left hand side. Minus sign belongs to both the numbers of the fraction, so we can simply put this in the middle of the two numbers. We can now leave the answer in the fraction form like this, or we can decimalize this by putting in the calculator to give you minus 1.4. Avoid the decimal as much as you can, because sometimes they are not accurate enough and leads to rounding error. If it is in doubt, you can always check that it satisfies the equation by substituting n back into the equation. Sometimes unknown you want to find out is on the right side of the equation. We can keep them on the right side and solve it for u, or if you are not comfortable having unknowns and the negative sign on the right hand side like me, you can bring it to the left by adding 4u on the both sides of the equation. 4u is now eliminated from the right side, but it is appearing on the left hand side of the equation. And you can also adapt the balancing method and view this as moving minus 4u to the left hand side of the equation sign and inverts its operation from negative to positive. Sometimes it's easier to think this way and it could be a shortcut to your balancing method. Now you can subtract minus 32 from both sides to give you 4u equals to minus 29. We can also view this process as moving plus 32 to the right side of the equation and inverse the sign from the positive to negative to give the same result, 4u equals to minus 29. You can now divide both sides by 4 to give u equals to minus 29 over 4, or you can view this as moving 4 to the other side of the equation and doing the inverse operation to multiplying, which is dividing by 4. Minus sign now belongs to both the terms of the fraction, so it will be shared among the two numbers. You can leave your answer as it is or in decimal forms. Again, try to avoid writing in decimal forms as it sometimes leads to rounding errors in your calculation. However, better way to express this answer is in the mixed fractions, since this is a top-heavy fraction. If you find this video useful for you, please click like. If you think someone else can benefit from it, please share. If you want to hear from me again, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Be sure to try the exercises to test your knowledge. I'll see you in the next part.